What is up, guys? Welcome to episode 10 of my Ipswich Town Road to Glory career mode, and today we have the 4 games. Well, no, technically we may have 5 games. If we don't get a result in the FA Cup, it could go to a replay and we could go into a 5-game episode. So let's have the first one against Doncaster in the Papa John's Trophy, round 3. Win this and we go into the quarterfinals, and then the semis, and then the finals. So realistically there is only another 3 teams that we could be playing after Doncaster, which would be really good to go through and to win a cup, just to get that profit into the club and get another trophy into the cabinet. But we have Doncaster kicking this off from right to left at Portman Road, and we're going to start off with Doncaster Rovers taking a corner and Tomlin passing it over into Miller, and he's just putting it in the back of the net in the 25th minute. There really wasn't that much between the two teams within the first 20 minutes, and then Doncaster Rovers just go ahead and get the corner and score from it, which obviously now means we are on the back foot, which, you know, we have done well from being on the back foot. We've never really lost a game from the back foot. They've always come back to score at least 3 or 4 goals against us. But yeah, Lucas getting his full outing with Ipswich Town, coming through the youth ranks, has come up to be a little good player. He's 63 overall. Obviously he's got his informs, little boost stats at the +1, +2, so he's acting like a 65 rated striker. So if we brought Joe Pigott back in, he would be acting like him, but we all know Joe Pigott isn't really the greatest striker anyway, so we don't really need to have him in when we've got Lucas at a 63 +2 in form. And yeah, Morsey having a good shot against goal, but unfortunately it goes directly against the keeper, and obviously then the keeper boots it out up into the Doncaster half, in our half. But yeah, Taylor is going to try and whip one into the box. No, he isn't. That's Seaman that's going to whip it in. No, he's going to lay it back into Taylor, and Taylor will look to play in Hurst on the edge of the box. Will Hurst have a shot? No, lays it into Miller, and Miller scores his second for the club. And now it's Doncaster Rovers 2, Ipswich Town 1. We are holding up a very, very rotated side, as you saw in the lineup. Literally everyone in the team is not a first team 11 player. Even the backline, they've changed. Even the goalkeeper, they thought, you know, we'll just bring Haldaki on and see how he goes. He's a 63, but he does have the -1. Dominic Ball is 69 but has -2, I think, and Burgess is a 67. He has -3 or -2 as well. So not a good back lineup at all, but you know, we go and we try. We do have Penny that has come back from loan as well, so you know, he's been playing a few games for us, so he's not really got that plus or the minus yet. He should look to get it after this game. I reckon he'll get a good plus on that. But yeah, obviously 2-2 at the moment here in the 77th minute. Edwards plays a ball into Lucas. Lucas goes for the dink over the keeper, but he's not really that good at those dinks, so it goes very, very wide. And now the second half has ended, and as you can see by the cutscenes, we are into penalties. I don't really like penalties, but they do feel a bit better in this game. I mean, you can't see where you're aiming it, so you know, you've just got to use your analog stick to actually aim, which is always quite nice and really good. I like a little pulsating bit on the ball. But you know, we finished 2 of our goals, 2 of our pens, and Doncaster Rovers have finished 1. Obviously they've finished 2 now. Wrong foot and Haldaki, but you know, when it goes to penalties, I always worried about sort of getting knocked out, but now I feel reasonably comfortable with actually going through and not worrying at all. So you know, we've saved a Doncaster Rovers penalty, which is all good, and Marcus Harness puts it past Ipswich Town 4. Haldaki, can he save Taylor's shot to put us through? No, he can't. He dinks it up, and yeah, now we need Penny, the left wing back, to score to put Ipswich Town through. He does. Keeper dives the right way, but Penny finishes it off very nicely, and we go through into the quarterfinals. And I wonder who will get in the Papa John's trophy, because you know, some good teams left over. I really don't hope it's going to be. Really hope it's not a Portsmouth Ipswich Town final, because, well, it can't be actually. We played Portsmouth already and we already knocked them out, so yeah, it can't be. That's good. But yeah, no. Here we go into the round 3 against Aston Villa. And the lineup, we are putting a full strength team out there. We rotated massively in the Doncaster game to play our first 11 in this FA Cup tie against the Premier League side of Aston Villa. This is going to be a test, and what can we do? We're kicking off from left to right. Connor Chaplin is going to play a very nice ball over into Bowden. Bowden sees the run of Ladpo. Ladpo dinks it into the back of the net, puts it past Steer, leads Ipswich Town 1, Aston Villa 0, 5.5 minutes in. How has this happened? This should not be possible. We should not be doing this early on, but we have, so not really bothered by it. But now we are in half hour into the game. Augustinson plays it back into Bailey. Bailey to Douglas Luiz. Will he have a shot? No, he'll play it into McGinn. McGinn will have a really nice dink finish there and into the back of the net past Walton. Can't really complain about that. Complain about the defending though, because that wasn't that great at all, to be fair. But that is how it's going to end. Ipswich Town 1, Aston Villa 1. We're going to a round 3 replay, which we don't really want, but it does come up 2 days after the actual game. So we're going to Villa Park, and they're putting out a full strength lineup like Martinez, Concer, Diego Carlos, Watkins, Coutinho, Cash, Augustinson, and yeah, their lineup's just much better than ours. I mean, we've rotated a few players in as well. Obviously put Ball and Edmondson in because Palmer and Ndaba just a bit too tired from that 2-day campaign for the first time, the FA Cup. I really wanted to get it all settled and all done within one round, but didn't really want to go to the replay. But here we have Watkins having a good shot, but Walton makes an even better save to keep us level. Obviously Coutinho is now on the run, playing at 1-2 with Watkins, and then into McGinn and back into Conclaves, into Watkins again. Can he have a shot from so far out? Because we all know is a really good shot, but he plays it into Conclaves, and Conclaves plays it back into Watkins. Watkins is just playing around in our box. It is absolutely terrible. I hate it. Ipswich Town 0, Aston Villa 1. Not the greatest result we're getting so far. 68 minutes in, there's still some game to play. Lol, Coutinho scored in the 69th minute. Lol. What can we do to show a quick response? And it looks like we're going to play Lucas through from Chaplin. And yes, that is a very, very, very quick response. Lucas being played in by Chaplin off the off of the off the halfway kickoff. And yeah, Ipswich Town 1, Aston Villa 0. Can we hold on to this? Can we get a late winner? Or is it going to be an upset for Aston Villa, knocking us out of the table? Yes, Walton, good save. Puts it onto the post, back out for a corner, but unfortunately that means Ipswich Town have got to defend a corner. Can they do it successfully? It's in the edge of the box, it's with Danny Ings. What can they do? How is this going to happen? Oh, Danny Ings puts it over the bar. And now Aston Villa are on the attack yet again, or can we hold them off? 88th minute, begin dribbling round on Onshu. Ings has a shot, but it goes for a corner kick. We have one last defensive. Look at that unit in there. And yeah, we were never going to defend from him. He is so huge. He's massive. He's just aerial, strong. He's undefendable. Yeah, Wolfton had no chance in trying to get him to settle and trying to get the ball away. Even if the keeper came out, I think he was still getting the header on that. And yeah, it's unfortunate. We're now knocked out of the FA Cup. The board won't be too happy. They wanted us to get to round 16. Like, you serious? We're coming up against Aston Villa as a League One team. I mean, we got into the replay, but yeah, unfortunately it was going to end 3-2 on aggregate, and yeah, not the best way to finish, but hey, we press on into the league matches of today. We've got Accrington Stanley off first. What can we do here today? Ideally, I would like to keep all 3 points. Harness gets played in by Ladpo. Harness finishes it off sweetly into the back of the net, puts it past the keeper and makes it Ipswich Town 1, Accrington Stanley 0. That's what you love to see. We have rotated around as well today. Obviously put Tanner in at right wing back, should I say, and Ladpo's got the starting call up again because I think Lucas was just a bit too tired, and Penny and Burgess get played in as well after their little escapade in the cup games we've just recently played. I thought, just give them a chance because Morsey is now out injured, so we do have to rotate quite a fair few players in and out. But Kamara gets played in again. He loves to be played in that sort of area, and he can easily finish it off. Once he's into the 6-yard box, gets laid off and slaps it back into the net. And now Accrington Stanley, here we go on the attack. Delafonsu is on the right hand side. He's holding it up really nicely, not letting the Ipswich Town players get the ball back, but plays it into Longelo into Hamilton into Coyle, into Songre, and Songre puts it into the back of the net, making it Ipswich Town 2, Accrington Stanley 1. I think that'll be the last of them attacking because, yeah, they're Accrington Stanley are a good side, but it's just unfortunate that they don't really have the attacking prowess anymore, to be honest. So yeah, we're just gonna, they don't even have the defensive prowess because we're just putting Ladpo, hits the bar and comes out, and no one's gonna get the rebound, and it's just gonna stay 2-1 after that shot. Now in the 83rd minute. Can we hold off this attack? Yes, we can. Palmer with a good tackle. Bowden into Ladpo. We're just going to keep possession here in the middle of the field, trying to run down time just that little bit quicker. Bowden plays it into Morsey. Morsey finds Bowden again. Morsey just gets taken out. And I think that's where we get the injury because Ladpo finishes it with a plum and keeps it all 3 points heading home today. The fans will definitely be happy with that, but unfortunately Morsey has picked up a knock, and I think he's going to be out for 3 months now, which 3 months without a centre mid. We've only got 3 centre mids. January transfer window is open though, but yeah, obviously we need to rotate the players and bringing in Evans in instead of Morsey because, like I say, he's injured for 3 months. It's going to be a long time with 3 centre mids, and we only played 2 centre mids, and we do need to rotate, so we can't really rotate both of them. Yes, we did convert Dominic Ball into a centre back instead of a centre mid, but they would have taken so long to be converted, and yeah, it just wouldn't have worked. But look at this play, absolutely really spectacular play from Chaplin, holding the ball up, laying Lucas in to get his first goal in the game, and many more to come, let's hope, against Peterborough United at home at Portsmouth. Not Portsmouth. Why am I keep saying that? Portsmouth Road. God. Yes, we'll get there right eventually. And Peterborough on the attack, plays into Marriott. It seems like our defence gets split open quite a lot from that play. I must admit, they do get split open. It's hard to control. I mean, all the instructions are set on as aggressive interceptions. That may be why, not too sure. But it looks like they always just stay off of them and don't press them at all. But that's the FIFA 23 way, I guess. They don't really code them like that anymore, do they? And it is 1-1 here at the Portman Road still. But Christensen gets put on, gets told to go and score, and gets played in by Bowden and puts it in the back of the net, putting Ipswich Town 2, Peterborough United 1. Can we keep this going? It's not even half time yet, so there's still a lot of time for Peterborough to come back into this, and let's hope we can defend this now. And Peterborough playing it around in our box. Clark Harris into Poku into Marriott. I thought it was going to be offside because the celebration didn't kick in, but no, it is actually 2-2. Bowden, lovely bit of skill, plays it into the good run of Davis. Davis puts it into Lucas. Lucas puts it into the back of the net, and Lucas gets his hat-trick for the game. He is coming on very well, though I am still missing Mark Harris. He's a quality player. Just really sad that he's injured, and he should come back, well, I think in a fair few episodes time, good months away. But once we get to the end of the January transfer window, I'm glad we didn't have to buy another striker or loan in a striker. We may have to loan in a centre mid. Not that I like using the loan systems, but you know, when you've got 3 centre mids and you've not got that much cash to buy anyone, and your youth talent isn't that great. They're all sort of like high 40s, low 50s, and none of them are really a centre mid. There's only one centre mid that's 15 years old, which is not growing any older anytime soon. I'm hoping it's his birthday soon, and then we can bring him on, but you never know. He's going to end 3-2. I mean, it's 91st minute out of 2, but the keeper has come up for the corner. So you know what we're going to do. We're going to lay in Lucas. We're just going to keep running. At that moment, I thought, you know, I completely forgot the keeper was coming out. I double checked and I thought, oh yeah, keeper's out. We'll just have a shot. And yeah, Ipswich Town 4, Peterborough United 2. And that is how it will end here at Portman Road. Lucas with the treble. That means we are still top by 8 points again, up against Portsmouth and then Charlton, obviously bottom of the table, Exeter, Port Vale, Lincoln and Accrington Stanley. Obviously in the next games and next episode we've got Cambridge, Forest Green, Portsmouth once again for Christ's sake, and Walsall. We seem to be playing Portsmouth quite a lot, but you know, it is what it is. And then we go to the quarterfinals against Walsall. Should be very, very fun. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Bye bye.